Hey church family, welcome back to our new building. It is Demo Day 16. It's November 16th, I believe. And we have basically finished most of the initial demo that we're going to do that allows the architect and the engineers to come in. In fact, they came in yesterday and they crawled around this place. They climbed up on ladders, they were looking up into the ceiling, they were looking down into the walls, we were opening up a bunch of doors, we were on the rooftop, we were everywhere, so that the engineers and the architects could validate some of the assumptions that they've been making as a part of their design. And so now they're at a point where they've pretty much got all the answers that they need. And the next step is gonna be to do detailed design to finish the drawing so we can get permit packages out there and submitted to the city because that's the critical stage in us being able to move our church from where we currently are into this new building by the time our current lease ends, which is going to be July next year. That's only a handful of months away. There's still a lot of work to be done, but let me tell you, the furniture that was in most of this space that we did the initial demo in, the walls, they're gone. Let's start by going into the lobby and you'll see that it's a good space. It's not huge, but it's significantly bigger than what we have. Behind me here, imagine that this mountain of fiberglass insulation, imagine that's not next to me. Man, that stuff has been messy these last few days. What else? You know, this would be a good time to share with y'all. You know, when you see stuff like this, where we've got the ceiling tile that's laying here, we've got the fiberglass insulation that's actually in pretty good shape considering how long this stuff has been here. Our goal as a part of this remodel is to reuse as much as possible. Even the furniture, remember, so much furniture? Some of that stuff we've been able to save. So we're talking about chairs, rolling chairs, chairs with arms, chairs that don't have arms. There's a lot of chairs. We've got them stashed right now in what will be the restaurant. In this space here, we've pulled whiteboards down. There's a good 26 whiteboards right now that are in the restaurant waiting for us to reuse. There's rolling carts, there's filing cabinets, there are trash cans of various sizes. We've got the big outdoor dumpster trash cans, we've got the regular inside trash cans, we got them all. What else do we have? We've got round tables, we have rectangular tables, we have computer carts, we have pull down projector screens that we've salvaged. We've got whiteboard easels, all that stuff. I could keep going on. It includes us saving as many of these windows and aluminum frames that go with it. The ceiling tiles we'll reuse as much as possible. The fiberglass insulation we're going to reuse as much as possible. The doors, the door frames, all of those things, they're taking their time to pull down so that we can reuse them elsewhere as a part of our remodel. We're saving, if you see in the back there, I don't know if Joel's got that for you, but you know, there's a bunch of electrical sub-panels that are throughout this space. We're not gonna need all of those, but what we're gonna do is carefully pull those down. Those sub-panels are long lead items. So it's a great opportunity for us to help someone else that's doing a remodel or to keep some of them ourselves if we ever need them down the road. There's video cameras that are on the wall. There's mirrors that are on the wall. Carpet tiles. So we've got carpet squares. Right now they're a little dirty, but the goal is as we pull them up, we'll identify the carpet tiles that are reusable and we'll try to repurpose them inside the space. So we're gonna try and reuse a lot of that kind of stuff too. You'll see this other partial wall here represents, if I draw a line from that partial wall over to this one, and then over to that wall that way, that is your new foyer. Pretty exciting. I think, you know, like I said, it's not huge, but I think that it really is gonna be enough for us. It's gonna allow us to continue to remain, you know, small in the sense of us being a church family, you know, so we don't want something huge and cavernous, but this space would be a good amount of space for us to continue to be able to visit with each other as family without, you know, having to holler across a room and all these echoes and so forth. But, you know, anyway, I don't know how to describe something cavernous, but it was something like that. And what we have now again is the foyer. We're gonna pretend that that wall is there. Where you're at right now is the middle of the lobby at the wall and you're looking out at me. Behind me are gonna be probably 3 more double doors that will be added to the front to give us a much better entrance into the foyer of the church. So now we're gonna follow this imaginary wall and we're gonna walk out and we're gonna head over to the children's church. What you're seeing directly in front of you here is a wall that's got windows. The windows themselves will go away, but we'll patch up this wall. It'll be a solid wall. And this wall represents the outer wall to Pastor Ron's office. Then there's going to be a nursing mom's room, kind of like a crying room. That's a temporary kind of a transition point for when a new mom brings a baby into the sanctuary. Maybe the baby gets fussy. That's a perfect spot for them to continue to be a part of the service, but without feeling like they're being disruptive to the people around them. What you'll see next to me here is the entrance into the sanctuary, but we're not going there yet because we got to drop the kids off. So let's take the kids to Children's Church. This door here is one of the two sets of double doors that goes into the reception area of Children's Church. Now, as you walk into this space, it's going to feel like we were already here, but I want you to remember there's that imaginary wall that's on the other side of those two partial walls that were torn down, and it goes all the way across to the orange wall that way. Right about here, this wall that you're seeing to my right, come on guys, catch up. There you go. All right. And now this wall right here, probably about here, and then down to the end of that wall there, this wall still needs to come down. And then all of this will be the reception area to Children's Church. Right here is going to be a classroom. This is going to be, what is it, fourth to sixth grade? And then that room over there on the other side of that wall is going to be first through third. I think I've got that right. I don't remember. So now we're walking out of just this one set of doors. Remember, that's actually one big open space. Behind me is the entrance to the sanctuary. Don't get too excited. We'll hit that in a second. We're going to come back into the reception through this other set of double doors. Again, this wall, gone. And then onto my right here, you're going to see this will be the nursery. And on the other side of the nursery, we're going to split that up, and that's going to be the, twos and threes? It's going to be on that side. You'll see that there's a wall with windows on it. The windows are going to stay. Those are not gone, but those are going to stay. And you'll be able to kind of, through the hall over there, be able to look into the nursery, into the other classrooms. Off to the corner over this way, you're going to find the toddler room. And then between the toddler room and what's behind me will be pre-K and kindergarten. Is going to be a set of restrooms, as well as potty training restrooms that are specific to toddlers and to pre-K. So it's going to be pretty cool. And again, pre-K, first through third, fourth through sixth, you're standing in the nursery, you're walking backwards towards the, what room is that? Nursery to first through third. I don't know. It's not the toddler room, because over here is the toddler. See guys, Even I'm a little confused on which room is which, but this what you're seeing, all of this, take it in, all of this is the Children's Church. That's pretty cool. They're gonna have their own restroom, their own potty training restroom over here. So all of this is Children's Church. It's pretty exciting. We're looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be real neat for us to be able to come in, bring our kids into this space, I don't know. You know, when you picture the space that we have now at our current church and you walk in and you're like, where are we going to put all these kids? And somehow all the kids still just kind of fit. I think again, God's wanting to do something big. You know, he's got so many families that he's bringing to us and we need a place for the kids. And so this is where the kids are going to start coming is into this new space. And we're going to have enough space for them. You know, we'll get to teach the kids about Jesus. And then eventually they're going to grow up and they're going to head over to the sanctuary at some point, which let's go take a look at the sanctuary. Go ahead, on our way out, you can take a look around. I know you would if you were here. So just pretend you're here, look around. All the walls, the furniture, all the stuff you saw the last time, gone. It's gone. All right. Okay, you ready? Let's go into the sanctuary. As you're gonna see now, we are walking right out of the Children's Church reception area, and we're walking directly into the sanctuary entrance. So these are the opening doors into the sanctuary. There's gonna be a gap where there's gonna be another set of doors that's right about where this column is behind me. and it's another set of double doors that brings you into the sanctuary. So, as you come through this door, I want you to take a look at your new sanctuary. All of this space, all of it. This is your new sanctuary. You're looking at the seats, you're looking at the outer wall over there, and now you're starting to look towards where the stage will be. Right now you're following along the outer wall on this left side of the sanctuary and you're walking towards the stage. Just imagine it. Now you're walking up towards, you're kind of about where the prayer room is, and you're looking out into the sanctuary. And now you're at about where maybe you'll find Mo standing up there singing as a part of worship. Don, Mama Paula, Jocelyn. Now you're at about where the podium might be. And then now you're about where Pastor Elaine is. Behind him is Ron. Next to him is Kenny. Oh yeah, and now you found it. That's where the drummer is gonna be.
Yeah, baby.
Anybody know who that drummer is?
It's me.
No, nobody knows? Okay, sorry. Hey, nobody knows who the drummer is?
Nobody knows me.
No, it's okay. But that's where he'll be. And so now you're continuing to look out into the sanctuary seating. You're walking towards the other prayer room, looking out towards the stage now from that corner. And you'll see I'm walking, and I keep walking, and I'm continuing to walk. And I keep going. I'm still in the sanctuary where all the seating is going to be, all the way back here to the furthest most corner of the back of the sanctuary. And what are you doing way over there, Joel? You're like, I feel like I should be yelling because you're so far away. So you are at the prayer room and you're looking out into the sanctuary, and I'm at the furthest most wall in the back of the sanctuary. So let me talk about this space for a second. Some of you, if you had a chance to come in here, you may have seen as soon as the walls were done, you're like, you know what? I felt like when the walls were up that this space looked bigger. Now that I'm in here, the walls are down, I thought it would be bigger. And I've had that kind of feedback a little bit from folks that were helping to do the demo. But let me give you some perspective. This space, this entire, just the sanctuary portion here, is just under 10,000 square feet. It's going to be able to seat about 970 people in this sanctuary. Just under 10,000 square feet. Again, some more perspective. Our current church, our current sanctuary, the academy, and Malta Clinic, all of that together is not even 9,000 square feet. This sanctuary by itself is bigger than everything that our church has right now with the church, the academy, and Malta. That's incredible. We're excited. I think, like I keep saying, Jesus, hey, you okay? You're all right? It's still dangerous in here. You know, granted, that was a plastic water bottle, and probably not as dangerous as it may sound. But anyway, like I was saying, you know, Jesus is moving, and he's moving as a part of our church, and we're joining him over here. This is where he's calling our church to. So one of these days, this building is going to be our church. So right now, our church is over there. When this place is ready, Jesus is going to say, go over there. I'm going to meet you there. And this is where we're going to be. We're going to be here teaching the word. We're going to continue doing what we did over there. And we're going to be teaching people about Jesus. We're going to tell them about the Bible. We're going to tell them what it says. We're going to tell them about who they are, who God created us to be. We're going to tell them about our situation, right? Sin and what that's done and what Jesus has done for us. Salvation, sanctification, all of those things, everything that the Bible tells us, it's going to be taught here. It's going to continue to be taught here. It's going to be taught over there where the children's church is. And eventually we'll take you into what will be the youth room. We're going to continue to tell people about Jesus. It's just that he wants to bring more people. So we need a little more space to do that. And he's provided us that space. So let's continue with this space. We'll just continue walking. Let's continue walking. I'm still in the back of the sanctuary where there's going to be seats. I was thinking maybe I should give Joel a heads up about some of the stuff he's...
That would help.
Yeah. No, you're good, Joel. It's fine. Keep going. So right here, we're in the middle, back of the sanctuary. We're walking through. Yeah, this wall, It's still here. We got to figure out what to do with some of this stuff, but this wall, it's going to be gone. It's going to be gone. See, look, this stuff's not here. Don't worry about it. So now we're continuing over here. Yeah, keep on going. Go. Now we're heading over here to the back corner of the sanctuary. I want you to see this perspective. What you're now looking out into is your sanctuary. From the furthest right back corner looking out into the sanctuary, over my right shoulder, if you follow that all the way down, that's the outer wall of the sanctuary, all the way up to the stage. The stage is going to be in the middle, back behind me. All the way over this way is the outer wall on the other side. All seats, all people coming in here to be taught about Jesus. Go ahead, walk around, take a look. Because one of these days, you're not going to be able to do this. There's going to be seats. You won't be able to walk around as fluid, I guess you could say, in here. All of this. Man, this is exciting. So, as you can see, there's still a lot of work to be done. There's stuff hanging down from the rafters. We still have the ceiling grid that's up. So this drop is going to be removed. Some of these lights will probably get removed, and the lights will get raised up. Like I said, the grid will drop out completely, and then everything that's above it is going to get lifted up. All of the HVAC conduit, everything's going to move up to the bottom of the roof up there. We're going to spray it down. We're going to do whatever they tell us to do, we're going to do it. And we got to get chairs in here. We're probably going to elevate the back of the sanctuary. Where we're at is going to be a few feet up from the ground already to look out over towards the sanctuary. So seats, we've got to do finishings. The lobby, all of that. We've got walls that need to go up. We've taken walls out, and we got to put some walls back up. There's another wall that needs to come down, more walls go back up. We've got to put some restrooms in over in the children's church. We may put a restroom up in the foyer. And that's just the lobby, the children's church, and the sanctuary. We're not going to have the time today to really be able to go and look at the clinic. Really, it looks about the same as the last time you went through it, except for that furniture that was over there, gone. And so the next step is going to be to tear out some of those walls, finish that out. And here in a few days, I don't know how long, but here, the next time we give you an update, hopefully we'll have some cool stuff that's in here. Certainly a lot of this material that's laying around, the spaghetti wiring that's hanging around, all that stuff, surely that's all going to be cleared out, and we're going to have a much cleaner space, and we'll have more details on what the finishings and everything's going to look like, and even maybe a little better understanding of the timeline. So until then, as you can see, all the work, everything that goes into it, the labor, the material, the cost, everything, pray, continue to pray, continue to lift up our church, your church family. You can picture them back here. You're sitting in the back corner and you're looking up and you can see up on the stage, you've got the worship team that's up there. Then you're going to have Pastor Ron, who's going to be up there teaching. Sometimes you're going to have Pastor Ken up there. You may have me, you may have some of the other pastors that are up there. This is your future church. Pray. Ask that God would move on the hearts of those people that are involved in this process. Ask that God would continue to provide what we need, the material, the financial things, everything that's associated with being able to get this done. Continue to pray. Yeah. What are the other questions y'all keep asking me? I can't answer all those questions, but maybe I can just let you know. A lot of the stuff that's gone, you may have seen some of the bins that are in here. We've done some recycling. There's a lot of steel, there's a lot of aluminum, all the cabling, everything. We've found people that are going to take that, and they've got people that will buy it, and they'll go do whatever they do, so we can keep it out of the landfill. So as much as we can keep out of the landfill, we're doing that. But unfortunately, a lot of that furniture, the furniture that's gone, a lot of it had to go to the landfill. Nobody wanted it. We called around, we talked to a bunch of companies, moving companies, liquidation companies, a lot of nonprofits that sometimes will take some of these things in. Nobody wanted it, unfortunately. And that's okay. The Lord provided a way out for us on some of that, so it worked out. But unfortunately, again, that stuff had to be taken out of here. But that's all been done in the last 16 days. So much work has been done. I'm excited to see what's going to be next in these next few days, these next few months. It's exciting. Again, like I said before, God's moving. Jesus wants people to hear about him, and he wants them to get saved. And he is entrusting our church with continuing to be a part of that. And he's expanding the walls so that more people can come in and so that more people can hear the word. And we're going to be here for him. We're going to be a part of that. And I would love for you to join us with that as well.